Hi there, it's Rachel Riva here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I just wanted to jump on here and talk to you about who do you need to fire in your life? Very strong word, firing, and it brings up really horrible images of people walking out of offices with their lunch paper bags and going, I don't know what I did. But actually, this is more in a personal impact than it is anyway. And when someone gets fired, it's because they're not necessary anymore, and it sounds very harsh and emotional, because when you get fired, it does kind of feel that way. But this isn't about you firing someone in a work capacity. What I'm talking about today is about you firing those people or things or emotions in your life that are not of service to you anymore. Now, we have as many hours in the day as Beyonce, as the president, as anybody else, insert busy people. And yet so many of us are so distracted by the thing we're meant to do, or the thing we want to do, or the thing we say we want to do. And there are so many reasons for it. But the truth is, you're allowing those distractions to continue in your life. You allowed them to enter your life, perhaps at a time when they were helpful to you and you really wanted them there. But there does come a time when we have to be very fierce with what we desire. And this can be professionally. Maybe you desire to get a really big promotion, or you've got a really big project coming up and you want to give 1,000%. It could be a business that you've decided to start up, and all of a sudden you don't have as much time on the weekends to give to your friends as you used to. It could be time with your partner. It could be so many things. I'm not saying these are bad things, but there are things in your life that you need to adjust according to what you say you want. Now, the truth is, this is hard for us. It was hard for me at first. I did not realize how much of my time I was not in control of. And I can guarantee you, if you're not in control of your schedule, that's where the leakage comes in, and someone else will be in control of it as well. So the question that I have for you today is, who do you need to fire in your life to get where you need to be? And it doesn't mean that you need to cut contact with your friends because you're all drinking buddies. It doesn't mean that you're not going to, do the same things that you used to do. It means that you're starting to take ownership of your life. It means that you're no longer allowing any influence that is taking you away from the thing you were meant to do. When I first started my business, I tried to act like I didn't kind of need to do it. And I didn't even realize that's what I was doing, but I was kind of playing at it. And a lot of us play at things, and they say hobbies or ideas or passion projects, but they never get off the ground because we don't take them seriously. You may say you want another job, but are you actually actively looking for them? And are you going to recruiters? And are you doing the things that people who are actively looking for jobs do? You need to become and take action like a person who is doing the thing that you desire to do. So this, there obviously are strategies to kind of do this, but the question that I have for you is not just the people that you're around, because obviously your environment will dictate your future. The people that you're around, you have the average. Your salary will always be the average of the 5 people you spend time with. Just think about that. So when I ask you, who do you need to fire in your life, I'm also looking at you. What is it that you're bringing to the table that is not helpful to you? And by that, I mean, do you like to sleep in a lot? Do you not like to look at your schedule? Are you not really into the whole calendar system? You say you want a really hot body, but you don't want to work out. Or is it that you say you want to start a side business, but you can't really get around to looking into it? You want to write a book, but you haven't written a page in 6 months. Okay, there's no judgment here. But what I'm saying is, sometimes we're the biggest issue. We're the biggest blockage, and not just the ones around us. What you will allow will continue. Okay, so it's not anyone else's fault that you're at where you're at. This is on you. It's about taking responsibility for who you are and the life that you have so far. It's all on you, just so you know. But it's about the habits, and it's about the belief systems. Belief systems are huge. They will make or break you, but I can guarantee you they will create your future. So if you choose to focus on lack, on what you think you can't do, on, the 15-year-old who didn't get picked for the baseball team, or on the fact that, everything else you've done in life hasn't really worked, so why with this? Or you don't feel like you're good enough, or you don't have the right skills or the money or the resources, yeah, you're probably never going to do that thing. That's the truth, because you are telling yourself, you're telling your brain and your body and the universe and God that you're not cut out for it. And let me tell you something about God. He is very specific, okay? So every time I've asked for something, I've received an answer. It's not like in a gift box delivered to me the next day, but there will be an answer. And so you need to be very intentional about what you're putting out into the universe, about what you're saying that you want in your life. If all you're focusing on is why you can't do something, those are the results you're going to get. If you're being inconsistent in any part of your life, finances, gym, relationships, career, you are going to get inconsistent results. It shouldn't surprise us, but somehow it does. Somehow it does when the wheels fall off somewhere. So what I want to ask you is this: who do you need to fire in your life? Is it in you? Is it a behavior? Is it an idea? Is it a belief system that you have? Or is it just people around you that you need to start distancing yourself or start putting boundaries in place? Or do you need to just really declare to them what your intention is instead of trying to do it quietly because you don't want to distract anybody and you don't want to inconvenience anyone? And that is not going to get you closer to the thing you're meant to be doing with your life. So this is my call to action for you. If any of this sounds familiar to where you're at right now, or you think, I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I don't really know what to do next, I'm holding a free webinar in 2 weeks on the 12th of September, and it's about becoming the CEO of your life. I use the word CEO, and I don't use it lightly, but a CEO is accountable. They are in charge. They have a vision for their life. They know when to delegate. They know when to shut the door. They know what their life and what their career is all about. And I invite you to start doing the same with your life, because all I know is this: life is short. And if you're not in charge of your relationships, your man story, your bank account, your body, it starts showing up in so many different ways. The things around us are signs of what we've allowed to happen. So if you want to take ownership of your life, of your career, if you want to fully play out in 2017 and finally be that girl, this webinar is for you. It's totally free. I will be sharing at the end a bit about how some clients have worked with me in the past, and a program that I'm doing as well. But the training is entirely free, and it is for ambitious women who know that they are meant for more, who have something big on the horizon, and who are ready to take the next step, whatever that means for you. I know that not a lot of people will sign up to that, because that's not a lot of people. A lot of people are just happy to stay where they are. They're happy to settle for safe. They don't want to feel uncomfortable. They don't want to do anything different. They don't want greatness. But if you do, you should sign up to the webinar. I'll put the link below. Send me a message if you have any other questions. I'd love to connect with you. And by the way, I'm someone who's lived in 3 different countries. I've worked for the BBC. I write for the Huffington Post and Goldcast and other publications. I have started my own coaching business. I work with women from all over the world. I do work with men too, but I mainly work with women. And this is what I know. Life on my terms started the day that I stopped people pleasing. I did not even realize how much of a people pleaser I was. And I invite you to live life on your terms and to take this step and to learn what it is you need to do to be who you want to be. I hope to see you there. Have a wonderful evening. Much love.